Today, I'm bringing the NFL to Alabama. Let me introduce you to the Birmingham Wranglers. It's no mystery that Alabama loves football. The Birmingham Wranglers are ready to shake up the NFL, replacing the New Orleans Saints in the NFC South. The rivals will be Tampa Bay, Carolina, and Atlanta, and it's only right that the Alabama product himself, Derrick Henry, is the best player on this roster. At wide receiver is X-Factor Nico Collins, and at quarterback is the young Bo Nix. A star-studded offense, but defense is gonna need some help. DeForest Buckner and Cooper DeJean make up the core on defense, and it's about time for our introductory press conference as the head coach of the Birmingham Wranglers, the newest NFL program. Look at the building. It's looking clean. There's a new coach in charge in Birmingham, tasked with guiding his team in the NFL. Dreams of reaching Canton, no doubt. And our very first interview here in Birmingham. Let's set the tone. Look at head coach Rip Wheeler. He looks like a cow. Dude, that is the perfect drip for a head coach of a Birmingham team, that is. Coach, a big reason you were hired was your ability to develop talent and get the most out of players. What area will you focus on first? We got Bo Nix at quarterback. He played for Auburn, so he's not exactly a fan of Alabama. We got to develop the quarterback. Shifting to on the field, which side of the ball will your identity shine through the most? I think our identity will shine through on offense. Our offense is just so much better than our defense right now. And our running back, we got Derrick Henry, man. You're going to see Derrick Henry go crazy. I do think we need to develop the defense, though. Offense is going to be a powerhouse, but we got to turn this defense around to win a Super Bowl. All right, gentlemen, welcome to Birmingham, where Bo Nix, Derrick Henry, and Nico Collins are ready to turn this program into a dynasty. I think the strong suits of this team is a really good offensive line. We got Jake Matthews, Sam Cosmi, Connerly's going to develop, and obviously Derrick Henry's a freak, right? We still have Christian Kirk. And then we've got rookie wide receiver Savion Williams. Savion Williams was kind of a cheat code in college football because he's 6'4". Now, he's only a 70 overall, and he's 23 years old. His speed and acceleration aren't great, but I think if we develop him well, it's never bad to have a 6'4" wide receiver, right? So Savion Williams got a chance to do some damage. Now, defensively, we really have no high-level talent, but we do have a ton of young players. Now, to pull off this rebuild, I did reset the entire NFL with a fantasy draft, and they just really didn't pick up any defensive players. I do like Dre Greenlaw. I've always liked Dre Greenlaw, but he's 86 overall star, 28 years old. He can't do that much. Best case scenario, he gets superstar, but then he'll start to regress in 2 years. DeForest Buckner's in the same boat. DeForest Buckner, superstar, great player. He'll for sure regress. He might retire. Now, the good thing is all these hidden devs, though. Now, I don't know who's going to be our breakout guy. It's always fun to try and predict. But we've got Grant on the D-line, 80 overall. That's really good. We got Tuamaluau. I don't know how to say his name, but 73 overall edge rusher. Danny Stutzman out of Oklahoma. We got Ashton Gillette, Louisville rookie. I gotta say, we did not get the easiest names to pronounce on this team, but defense is stacked with hidden development, so give us some time and we'll be good. I would say on this rebuild, more than a lot of rebuilds, we are kind of working against the clock, because as my hidden dev players get better, all of my star players are getting significantly worse. DeForest Buckner, Dre Greenlaw, Derrick Henry are all gonna be regressing pretty darn fast. I think this will be the only season we'll have a superstar X-Factor Derrick Henry. It's very likely he loses this after this season, which, by the way, is super silly because Derrick Henry in real life will still be a dog next year, but it is what it is. We got to make the most out of Derrick Henry this year. Now, to make the most out of Derrick Henry, I'm going to switch to Seattle's offensive playbook. I always notice that Kenneth Walker has crazy running stats. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm definitely going to give it a go. It's also a West Coast zone run scheme, which is the scheme we're already running, so that's nice. And I'm going to stay in New Orleans' base 3-4 defense. We're going to pay homage to the team that we booted to make this work. I don't know if New Orleans defense is any good at all, but I'm excited to find out. Our season opener game is at home against the Arizona Cardinals. By the way, I know some of you don't like the fantasy draft. I just want to say that when I'm rebuilding actual teams, I'm always going to use the real teams. But, I mean, we're already the Birmingham Wranglers, so I don't know. Just let me know what you think. Either way, the Arizona Cardinals have Cam Hayward, which will be a problem for our run-heavy offense. Quinn Miners, Trent McDuffie, Buda Baker, DK Metcalf. It's a very defensive build. Logan Wilson, DJ Jones, Jonathan Cooper. They spent a lot of their draft capital on defensive players. 87 overall defense and an 81 offense. We're going to play the moments here as Birmingham. We're an 85 overall. We've got the advantage on Arizona. And take a look at the uniforms. Absolutely love the home uniforms. Shane, as always, cooked. Holdma's really that guy. Love the colors. I feel like they're perfect. The away uniforms, oh my God, they're fucking beautiful. God, Shane, you're so good, bro. Ooh, we got a horns up uniform. Oh, these are sick. The all black. And then the alternates have got a big splash of that red you see there in the Birmingham hat. We'll rock the classic homes. Let's play ball. Wow, our first game as an NFL franchise, and the rain is coming down. I bet you the Arizona Cardinals aren't ready for this, bro. Arizona does not know rain. DK Metcalf on the Cardinals. Hey, there's Rip Wheeler, head coach Rip Wheeler. It says our record last season was 5-12. That's the Saints' record last season. So we don't count any of that. All right, this is our first ever season. I can only play the moments, but it looks like we got 7 points already, which ain't bad at all. Who do we got? Cooper DeJean. There's Dre Greenlaw. I'm using Dre Greenlaw. Big A. Nice pass to DK Metcalf, but they didn't pick up much. 4th and 9, that should be a turnover. Dude, 14-3, this offense is looking kind of nice. All right, it's 10-14. We've got ourselves a red zone alert, our first rep on offense. And I'm gonna zoom this camera all the way in. Derrick Henry in the rain? It's exactly what this kid was built for. Oh my God, nobody's there. Look at the blocking. That's beautiful. All right, let's go power run. We're going I formation, strong wing, halfback stretch. I'm gonna walk behind Derrick Henry until we're in the end zone. And I would just like to see Arizona try and stop it. Here we go. Muddy jerseys, Derrick Henry. Take some clean yards. We'll call a timeout here, 14 seconds. I almost never have a running back that is like Derrick Henry's power back caliber. So I just want to absolutely abuse it. Great blocks, great cuts. And you're not gonna stop him. Derrick Henry's in for the Wranglers. We might be headed to a game 1 win. Our first game as an NFL franchise. All right, motion zone toss. So we're going to motion Darren Waller to the left, and then we're going to pitch Derrick Henry behind him. Get ourselves some lead blockers, hopefully, and it looks just like that. Derrick Henry. He's too big, man. 10 rushes, 47 yards. It's actually not as much as I thought this sim playbook would be giving him, but still, he's having a great game. And we're in the driver's seat here. 3rd and 5, up by 7. This will get us in field goal range if we can get over there. Derrick Henry, get through him. Ooh, pitiful blocking over there. Dude, if my tight end puts a hand on him, luckily that turnover's not a huge problem because Arizona still needs to score, and that is Justin Fields. Looking for a miracle play. We're on Eric Kendricks, 4th and 11. I dropped the ball in the... Oh, wait a minute. That was the best drop ever because that was an arm punt. That was the best drop ever. 1st and 10. We can hold on to the lead here and end this game. Well, you know what? I've been doing all this Derrick Henry this, Derrick Henry that. You know, we still got Nico Collins. Nico Collins is a superstar X factor. I feel like... Oh, wait a minute. Bo Nix has got so much room. Bo Nix! Juke right! Oh, that was risky. Also, there's a horrible juke, Bo. Look alive, kid! I guess Bo Nix doesn't want it bad enough, but I can promise you that Derrick Henry does. We're gonna go a little stretch handoff. Oof. I'm honestly struggling to truck the way I want to with Derrick Henry right now. Can all but put this game away. Couple handoffs up the middle. I love our offensive line. I think we got a really solid O-line on this team. Big Derrick Henry! Big Derrick Henry! 3rd and 1. Arizona's almost out of... 3rd and 1. Arizona's almost out of timeouts. Sorry about that. And I should... Oh, X Factor lit up. Derrick Henry's got his X Factor freight train. That should make this easy. Derrick Henry. A 2-piece chicken nugget combo. Barbecue sauce on the side. Ugh. Look at the blocking. That's beautiful, man. I will say, Derrick Henry Gritty was not on my bingo card. Dude, 31 points? I'm not gonna lie, dude. When you play the moments on 5-minute quarters, 31 is a lot of points. That's a really promising first game. Bo Nix, Derrick Henry. Nice work, gentlemen. So we're trying out that Seattle playbook, right? Well, Bo Nix had 17 for 23, 260 and 2. I really didn't even throw any pass. I don't think I threw a single pass with him. So that was all simulated stats. And then rushing, Derrick Henry was 15 for 63 and 2. Arizona Cardinals, Aaron Jones actually had really, he outperformed Derrick Henry. Luckily, we still got the win, but I don't know, maybe Arizona is a good running playbook? Listen, I know the good passing playbooks. If you use Atlanta Falcons or Cincinnati Bengals, you can put up bonkers passing stats, but I don't know running. The 2025 season for the Birmingham Wranglers was an excellent welcome to the NFL. We finished our season 9-8, and we actually snuck into the playoffs, taking on the Chicago Bears, who quickly extinguished our flame, a first-round exit for the Wranglers. The Seahawks would go on to play the Titans in the Super Bowl, where the Seattle Seahawks would win yet another Super Bowl on the back of Super Bowl MVP, Jaden Daniels. So Seattle beats the Titans. Jaden Daniels is MVP. Lamar Jackson wins league MVP on the Bills, which is crazy that Lamar's on the Bills. Saquon Barkley, Offensive Player of the Year. Cam Ward, Offensive Rookie. Abdul Carter, Defensive Rookie. So we didn't win any notable awards. That would have been nice. But that doesn't mean it was a bad season either. I'm actually really excited about this season. Bo Nix, 29 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. That's a lot of interceptions. But he's a young quarterback, so that's good. Now, on the ground, Derrick Henry, one of the best rushing seasons I've ever gotten a running back to have, honestly. And it's still not that good. 1,367 and 11. This places Derrick Henry second in the NFL on the Wranglers. Only person in front, dude, like, is Patriots playbook really good for running backs, or is Saquon Barkley just that good in this game? I don't know, but 21 touchdowns, 1,700 is kind of crazy. Kenneth Walker on San Fran is third. Then it's McCaffrey on the Cowboys and Jonathan Taylor on the Seattle Seahawks. Now, as for the Wranglers receiving, Christian Kirk actually went for 1,300. It's actually really frustrating. I really wanted Nico Collins to be the guy, but damn, Christian Kirk kind of popped. Savion Williams did all right with 503. Defensively, Dre Greenlaw was our best guy. Not applying a lot of pressure, which I'm not shocked by. We don't have a very good D-line. We got JT Tuamalau. Kenneth Grant with 6.5, and then Dre Greenlaw with 3. And 4 interceptions out of Rayshon Jenkins, 3 out of Greenlaw, 2 out of Elijah Molden, Cooper DeJean, and Deshaun Elliott. Taking a look around the entire league. Oh my dude, I'm telling you, like, the defensive sim in this game thinks that it's just okay to break NFL records every single 30 sacks. 30 sacks out of Micah Parsons. Okay. And then Brian Burns also on Denver had 25. You're telling me between 2 guys on Denver Broncos, there were 55 sacks? Are you actually? That's actually insane. And Denver didn't even make a playoff push. That's even more impressive, actually. Wow, I've never seen that. Odunze on Los Angeles had 1,516 touchdowns. Top 5 wide receivers were Rome, Amon-Ra, Puka, Ayuk, and hey, there's Christian Kirk, 5th in the league. And Jalen Hurts on the Bengals went for 4,500. McCarthy, Levis, Herbert, and Russ Wilson, and Bryce Young. What is going on here today? And the interception champion was Mac Jones, Pittsburgh Steelers, with 19. Now, good news, 180 mil in salary cap is absolutely insane. The only problem is this is the first year of a fantasy draft, so there's no free agency outside of like kickers and punters, so we head straight to the draft. Draft is genuinely super important here because a lot of my key positions are just straight up regressing. I kind of need to make a big offensive pick here. My defense is developing. Darren Waller's getting washed, if not already. Nico Collins is now 6 years in the league, and Derrick Henry is 12 years in the league. Dude, I low-key want a wide receiver here. Look at this kid. Oh my God, look at this. Dude, I tell you what, every single draft class, it seems, just has the most ridiculous tight end you've ever seen. Every draft class. Look at this guy. Charles Fisher has damn near got elite in every single stat. It seems like the easiest position to draft, but I'm actually very excited about that because I need as many weapons as I can get on offense that are going to develop. So a surefire easy pick, Charles Fisher. That's criminal. That is criminal. You're telling me this kid's not hidden dev. He has 88 speed and 90 excel. He's got elite in every... That's crazy. Oh my God, I've never seen such a guaranteed talent whiff. Although honestly, I think there's a piece of realism to that, you know? I think a lot of NFL players, they look like they're going to be gods. Like in college, you're like, that guy will pan out. And sometimes they just don't. Either way, that's not to say he can't pan out. He still definitely can, but hidden dev would have been very nice. Ooh, I know exactly what I'm taking. There's a very good chance this guy sucks, but I can turn him into an absolute freak of nature. He has elite speed, elite excel. He ran a 4.240 and he's 5'11". He's most likely not hidden dev, but I want him. Jonathan Hagan's gonna have 99 speed. This is 99 speed, 99 excel. I can virtually guarantee it. Ooh! 99 speed, 97 excel. Hidden dev white boy. We got a white boy speed demon, white boy track star. The only problem with him is he's definitely a low overall. Like he's almost guaranteed to be like a, I'm gonna say he's a 67 overall. God, it's actually insane, dude. When you realize, when 8-year-olds harp on you for saying that combination of numbers, you realize how common it is. He's probably a 68 overall. Let's try that instead. A third-round guard is not very common to be good, but these are some solid intangibles for J.R. Green. If I could sneak out a hidden dev in the third round at the offensive line position, huge. It's actually really good. 6'5", 345 out of LSU with 91 strength, 82 excel, and hidden dev on J.R. Green. That's a really nice pickup in the third round. Also, what did I say? Honest to God, like, this fantasy draft was really cool. Like, I like my team, but it was also one of the worst fantasy drafts I've seen. DeForest Buckner retires. Jake Matthews retires. Ted Karras retires. Hankins retired. Dietrich Wise retired. My punter, my long snapper retired. My team, like, genuinely got very depleted in this offseason. We already weren't that good. Granted, this draft recap, we went crazy. Charles Fisher was a 76 overall tight end, and he was normal depth. Jonathan Hagan was exactly what I predicted, unfortunately. He's 68 -1 overall. J.R. Green's a 73, and then the computer, not so great picks, but that's okay. We kind of expect that. Overall, one absolute monster in this class. Jaden Tiller, run support, Oklahoma. Next best was another strong safety, and then a corner, Marvin Waddell. A banger name. Overall, I'm really happy with the draft. There was only one tight end better than the one we drafted. And frankly, I still like our guy better. He's faster. Charles Fisher. I have to sign a free agent punter since I don't have one now. I'm gonna go Trenton Gill, NC State. Doesn't look half bad. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, our team's in so much trouble. Nico Collins regressed. Derrick Henry got -4 overall. Bo Nix is getting better, marginally. Darren Waller regressed. I have no center now, so I got to get a free agent center. Defense, I do have a bunch of developing star dev guys, but Buckner's gone. This is a scary rebuild. That fantasy draft did me no justice. We're going to sign Boston College's Drew Kendall. The only reason I like this guy is he's 24 years old. In the 2026 season, it was apparent very early on that we did not have the talent or development to compete in the league. Our best players were regressing, our defense wasn't developed enough to compete, and Bo Nix wasn't ready to lead this team. And frankly, neither were we. The Birmingham Wranglers went 4-13, leading to one of our worst seasons. The New York Giants would go on to the Super Bowl, taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. And in the end, the Giants would win 37-34. And the NFL's MVP was also Super Bowl MVP. The Giants won this Super Bowl off the back of 99 overall New York Giant Patrick Mahomes. Yes, Mahomes is literally inevitable. He looks so unholy in this Giants uniform, but he's got an MVP and a Super Bowl MVP now with the Giants. You want to talk about adding insult to injury? Derrick Henry retired. Legitimately, all of the best players on this roster are dropping like flies. We're in for a very serious rebuild. There is one strong factor in our favor, though, and that's $160 million cap. Yes, we suck right now, but we can sign a lot of players, assuming they want to come to Birmingham. I'm going to start by signing Cam Little, since we don't have a kicker. Who wouldn't want Cam Little? This would be a difficult signing, but I'm going to try and get him anyway. 80 overall Kevin Winston, 23 years old, star dev, is available. This is weird for him to even be in free agency. But Deshaun Elliott is 30 years old, so I'd love to get a young safety for 5 years. A lot of these guys have legitimately no interest in Birmingham, so we're going to do the Cleveland Browns approach. And we're going to say, yeah, I know you don't want to come here, but here's a shit ton of money. Does that change your mind at all? And finally, we can go Luke Wattenberg. Really got to work on that offensive line. It's bad. I gotta say, I'm usually not a free agency demon, but this was a big free agency. Cam Little. Kevin Winston was the biggest pickup, I'm not gonna lie. Luke Wattenberg and Wanya Morris. Yeah, he's 23 years old, he's 6'2", he's an 80 overall already, and we've got him for 5 years now on a really cheap, like a relatively cheap deal. That's a huge pickup. If I can be honest though, what this team really needs is an elite edge rusher. And my concern is, even though we have a very valuable draft pick here, it would take me at least 2 seasons to get any defensive edge rusher of like ready to seriously make an impact. We've got round 1 pick 3. That's a valuable pick. I'm gonna find myself an edge rusher. We're gonna make a big trade here. Oh my God, look at Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker on the Dolphins is an 89 overall and he's 23 superstar. Holy shit. You know what's crazy? I don't even think I gotta offer that much either. Let me go a 2nd or 3rd rounder. Can I finesse? Oh. All right, so we send our 81 overall star left edge rusher, our 2nd and 3rd rounder, which are very valuable 2nd and 3rd rounders, for Jalen Walker, who is ready to go right now, superstar, 23 years old, and I still have round 1 pick 3. Oh my God, you know what I just realized? I don't have a halfback. Oh my God, he's from Alabama. Cortland Kendricks is a projected top 5 running back, and he's from Alabama. What are your physicals? Tell me you're actually really good. Holy fuck, he's a freak. Oh my God, he's a top fit for Birmingham. Derrick Henry just retired. That was our Alabama guy. Now we've got a 5'7", this is Jahmyr Gibbs build. 5'7", 195 elusive back out of Alabama with elite speed, change of direction, agility, and acceleration. He's not Derrick Henry. He's a different running back, but he is Alabama. I have to draft him. Cortland Kendricks. Roger Goodell's up there yapping. I can't wait for Cortland to come out here in a light blue fucking suit and tie. Oh my God. Negative fucking drip, bro. Do-rag, light blue, negative drip, bro. I know that. I'm white. Kendricks. Number 1 in true value. How good is this kid? Oh my God. Hidden dev, 95 speed, 96 change direction. He's going to be so good. Number 1 true value for a running back means that guy's got to be an 80 overall or better. He's probably already star. Dude, we actually just saved this rebuild in 1 trade and 1 draft pick. We saved this rebuild. 1 free agency, trade, and draft pick. Yeah, that's not one thing. That sentence structure didn't make a whole lot of sense, but I just need to see the draft recap on this kid because you know this kid's a monster. Oh my fucking God, I'm bricked up. 84 overall running back, Cortland Kendricks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Dennis Hawkinson, Jaron Weathers, and Cortland Kendricks. We got ourselves a tie for the very best player in the class. Damian Warner and Kendricks, both 84 overalls. I don't think we could have played that any better. We got Jalen Walker, we got Kendricks, and honestly, I don't like to do this. I almost never do this. No, I'm not. I was going to say I'm going to check his dev trait, but I'm not going to. It's either Superstar or X Factor, though, because he's an 84 overall. The 2027 season is kicking off, and I couldn't be more excited. So bad news, Fisher is only normal dev. Hagen did end up being superstar, so that's exciting. And the offensive line looks so much better. We got J.R. Green, we got Wattenberg, Cosme, Morris. Like, the O-line got a lot better. Defensively, Elijah Molden now has superstar. Jalen Walker is superstar. Flores is hidden dev, and Grant is not progressing as well as I would have liked to see him progress, if I'm being honest. I'm going to start Kevin Winston since he's younger and very similar to Deshaun Elliott. And we've got an away game here against the San Francisco 49ers to kick off this season. Yup, get to bring out the away uniforms. I'm excited about that. San Fran's top 3 players are Kenneth Walker, Roquan Smith, and Darren Bland. Let's have a good game here. The Birmingham Wranglers from Alabama over to California. And there's Rip Wheeler. This game seems to think my record is always 5-12. I regret to inform them that is not true. Our first moment comes on defense. It's also important to note that I switched my offensive scheme. So for a while there, I was running Seattle Seahawks offensive scheme because of Derrick Henry. But once Derrick Henry retired, I thought I had to switch to air raid. But now that we've gotten Cortland Kendricks, maybe I need to go back to a run playbook. I'm not sure, but I got to play this first game here before I make any decisions. And let's see if Kevin Winston can stop this presumable run right here to an X-Factor running back. Yes, sir! Double up. Kenneth Walker's going nowhere. We're all over that. EJ Speed and Dre Greenlaw. It's got to be another run. Dre Greenlaw, the Wrangler. Arm brace on. It's play action. Sacked. Fumble. Picked up by a San Fran O lineman and advanced. Oh my God. I'm just so glad he didn't score with that. Okay, we know this is a pass. We know this is a pass. I got to get on a different angle here. All right, Winston. Michael Penis Jr., he wants this bad. 3rd and goal. Big play. Nobody's home. Take it off up the middle. Big stop. 4th and 2. I assume they settle for this. Oh, my God, they're going for it? San Fran is going for this. I think it's a pass. Let's play underneath. I'm on EJ speed. Good defense. Good defense! Taylor Flores, the rookie. Nice work, boys. Hey, we got 7 points on the board. San Fran gets 14 unanswered. We've got 7 points here. There's our speed demon, Hagen. Hagen is number 87. That doesn't seem like the right number for a 99 speed guy. But I can't really judge him because that was a beautiful speed out right there. Let's not forget about Cortland Kendricks, man. Number 27, the rookie. Let's give him a nice little handoff right here. He can't bounce it. Sheesh. Tell me why anyone but Cortland is in right now. Milton? Bo Nix. Throwing to Hagen. Wow, nice catch. Impressive play. I didn't think we'd get anything out of that. Who is Milton and why are you in, bro? Dude, let's get Hagen. Let's get Hagen a touchdown here. He's the speed demon for a reason. Oh, my God, it's too easy. Man coverage slant. You know what? I kind of like that he's 87. Big Joe Hagen is punching in a touchdown right here. It's really small Joe Hagen. Ooh, you got to love this moment right here. 14-14. Game on the line. And this dude, Milton, keeps coming in. Pissing me off. I'm going to our tight end, Fisher. It's overthrown. Bo Nix. Can't get a grip on it. Dude, can we get this guy out of here, please? All right, there's Hagen over the middle using that speed, diving forward. 3rd and 1. I like that effort. I love that effort. I got to make sure I switch my running back subs because, Milton, you should never be in here. I don't even know who you are, bro. Hagen continues to pick up easy yards. All right, let's see if we can catch him in man. Oh, that's man coverage. I want to go Hagen so bad. I could have. All right. Here we go. 2nd and 10. I'm going quarterback. I'm going quarterback, Cam, with Bo Nix right here as we find a wide open Fisher. Bo Nix can't throw the ball today. Another bad pass. By Bo Nix, I mean me, of course, since I am controlling Bo Nix, but we don't have to talk about that. Hagen. Oh, my God, another bad ball, but Joe Hagen. Joe Hagen caught it anyway. You're welcome, Bo. 14-14. Chance to win this ball game. Don't tell me Kendricks is hurt. Don't tell me he's hurt, bro. I'll cry if he's hurt. Hagen. Linebacker on Hagen. That's a cardinal sin. I don't care, dude. I don't care if it's Roquan Smith. You can't keep up with that kid. Hagen, a big salute to that San Fran crowd. We take the lead. Oh, my God. 6 seconds left. Final play of the game. Oh, my God. This is the final play of the game. Just keep him out the end zone, boys. Michael Penix Jr., 6 seconds left, down 7. Final play, what's he got? Nothing! Oh, it's not the final play. He got rid of the football. I didn't think he was going to get rid of it. They obviously have to go for this. I'm going to hop on Dre Greenlaw. Let's get some pressure. Come on, boys. No shots at the end zone. Michael Penix Jr. goes down, and it's Jalen Walker. That is exactly why we picked up Jalen Walker. The Wranglers beat San Fran to start this season 1-0. Let's get it, boys. The 2027 season was a perfect storm for the Birmingham Wranglers. A cakewalk schedule, a revamped offensive line, a new defensive stud in Jalen Walker, and the Birmingham Wranglers stampeded their way to their best record yet at 12-5. This also brought us our first ever playoff win in the wild card against the Falcons, 34-21. But our Cinderella story would end at the hands of none other than Patrick Mahomes and the reigning Super Bowl champion New York Giants. If that wasn't enough, the 2027 season saw an exact Super Bowl rematch. The Giants played the Chargers, and Patty Mahomes won once again. Low-key so annoying that the Giants would run this back, bro. Like, this pisses me off. There is a needle in this haystack, though, a diamond in the rough. That's what I meant to say. Cortland Kendricks, Offensive Rookie of the Year for the Wranglers. So not only did I switch to Atlanta Falcons playbook, which is a pass-heavy playbook, but Cortland Kendricks still got Offensive Rookie of the Year. Frankly, Atlanta Atlanta Falcons playbook is good for most every position. It's very, very good. Honestly, this is an amazing season. It's just a bummer that we're running into this dynasty. That Giants team is freakishly good. It's just hard to beat them. Bo Nix had his best season on 4,300 yards passing. Kendricks had 1,112 touchdowns. That's how you win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Receiving, it was all Joe Hagan. 1,308 and 18th. Whoa. Savion Williams eclipsed 1,000 as well, but he only had 3 touchdowns. It's actually really impressive to get 1,100 yards and only 3 touchdowns. It's kind of hard to do. Charles Fisher's been unimpressive, but there's really not many playbooks in this game that really prioritize a tight end. Greenlaw had 120 tackles, 3.5 sacks, and this is exactly why we traded for Jalen Walker. Look at Jalen Walker. 16 sacks. Ashton Gillette, I don't know, 11.5. Flores had 8 as a rookie. It's pretty good. And interceptions-wise, we're not really holding down the skies. I'm used to having like at least 3 or 4 on some of these guys. But Quincy Riley, Kevin Winston, Elijah Molden are doing their best. Overall, this was an amazing season for Rip Wheeler, Bo Nix, and the Birmingham Wranglers. And on top of that, you can see, oh my God, Cortland Kendricks, Joe Hagan, our superstar X Factors? Holy shit. So Hagan got it just based off of his stats, but Kendricks must have either been superstar and then got the upgrade because of Offensive Rookie of the Year, or he was already this, but Cortland Kendricks is literally one of the best running backs in the league already. It's insane. He can't get Freight Train yet. I'm going to give him first one free, evasive, short out elite, and goal line back is always a fun one. Let's go goal line back for Cortland Kendricks. So he's really a 93 overall. Morale's giving him a boost. But, dude, he's got 95 speed, 95 excel, 97 agility. His spin and juke move are almost maxed out. We got another Alabama running back. He's just like, he is the polar opposite of Derrick Henry. Bo Nix finally got superstar. This team is so good now. Oh, my God. Look at Elijah Molden, superstar. Winston, our free agent, is superstar. Jalen Walker's a 95 overall. EJ Speed is looking mega washed. I got to get Stutzman at will linebacker. Oh, my God, EJ Speed. The crazy thing is we still have 90 mil in cap. Now, let's be clear, like when all my young players need to be re-signed at the same time, there's no way I retain this talent. But for right now, I actually could super aggressively sign another really good free agent and just go yard for the Super Bowl next season, which I think is what I'm going to do. Travion Henderson's available, and I do love Travion Henderson, but I've got the best running back. The best young running back in the league right now. Dak Prescott is available. That's so funny. Ooh, Robert Hunt, a superstar guard. I actually really want this. I want you for 1 single year. See if we can get him. There are not a lot of good will linebackers in this game, but D. Winters, 89 speed, 93 excel. It's actually a really solid, just mediocre will linebacker, and I kind of need one because EJ Speed can't get the job done. Let's go for it. We get D. Winters. We do not get Robert Hunt, but there's not much available in free agency. None of these guys are really sticking out to me. I'm going to be honest. I really could just trade this draft pick. I just got to see what players are available. It's a late draft pick. My team's already so young. I actually really like this pickup. I think offensive line is the move right here. When most of my positions are good developing, if I can snag myself a hidden dev offensive lineman, when in doubt, O-line. That's what I say. Yeah, buddy. The burgundy suit, the red pants, the negative drip. All right. That's exactly what I wanted. Hidden dev, good strength, Texas Tech, center. So Noah Clayton, a 74 overall. In the second round, we got Jerry Clifford, who's a big boy, but he's also hidden dev. Few other decent pickups here. Taking a look at the entire draft class, there's 281 overalls, a left tackle and a right guard. There's an 80 overall quarterback, Jonathan Goldstein. Dude, yeah, we gotta take this face scan out, man. We gotta take this face scan out. Can we all agree on that? Like, you're telling me the future of the Pittsburgh Steelers looks like that? Although, frankly, that's kind of close to Ben Roethlisberger, so maybe this is all accurate here. So our first game of the 2028 season is against the Chargers. This is the same Chargers that have gone to the Super Bowl in back-to-back years against the Giants and lost both times. So I know this is a good roster, and they're definitely pissed off. Here's your Wranglers roster at the start of the season. No morale. Kendricks is actually our highest overall player, followed by Nico Collins, Jalen Walker, Sam Cosmi, Cooper DeJean, Grant, Bo Nix, Cam Little. And this Chargers roster has TJ Watt, Penei Sewell, Trace Smith, Max Gaddis. Ooh, wow. They've got really good drafted players. They got a superstar drafted quarterback, an X-Factor Tucker Quincy Strong. I remember him from a couple classes ago. Josh Jacobs, George Kittle. It's a really interesting roster. They're certainly not getting any worse. We're going to play the moments here, and I got to bring out a new uniform. I like the, dude, I'm getting like, I don't know, Raiders? Raiders vibes on the horns up. We're going to go horns up for this game. The TJ Watt, Jim Harbaugh, Los Angeles Chargers. The fact that they made the Super Bowl twice tells me this is definitely a good roster. Dude, our team is nasty right now. There's Joe Hagan on the left side with Nico Collins, Savion Williams, and Charles Fisher on the right side with Cortland Kendricks out of the backfield. And I'm going Cortland Kendricks because this kid is just a lightning bolt. He's so fast. Clean pickup of 5 yards on the check down out of the backfield. And I'm running a very similar play here. Double team on, oh no. Oh, Kendricks. Wait, can I still throw this? Oh my God. Don't tell me. That was, hey, we didn't lose any yards on that. That's impressive in and of itself. That looked horrible. Okay, let's lock in here. I don't see how anyone stays with Hagan on the speed out, right? I mean, this is press coverage. Press man coverage. Hagan's actually kind of draped. Oh, dude, that's DPI. That's supposed to be a 2-yard out. He ended up getting dragged 10 yards deep. It was great defense by the Chargers. All right, it's 4th and 5. We're going for this. I'm going to go Hagan over the middle. I'm going to go Kendricks on the Texas. Let's just make something happen. Cortland Kendricks. I love this kid. I love this Alabama kid. Number 27, Cortland Kendricks is in the end zone. All right, 7-0 lead. Gaddis, the auto-generated quarterback, is going to take over right here as Cooper DeJean lights him up, no catch. 2nd and 10. I need Jalen Walker to do Jalen Walker things. That's the goal. I'm going to go right behind Greenlaw here. I really like these black and white jerseys. They're just classic, you know? Oh, good ball. George Kittle comes down with it. All right, 7-14, 2. Oh my God, 2-minute drill, but look at how backed up we are. I want Joe Hagan. I want 99 speed Joe Hagan. I don't really know what that defense was. I was not confident to let that go to Hagan. I was hoping it'd be man oh no, it wasn't. Yeah, I was hoping that'd be man coverage. I want to catch him in man, bro. If I catch him in man, Hagan's going to score. It is actually that simple. Oh, that's man. That's man. That's man. That's man. Joe Hagan, come on, buddy. Yes, sir. No way you catch him. No, sir, you don't catch him. Dude, that was exactly what I... Dude, that was almost picked, too. Perfect ball, Bo Nix. Joe Hagan is just too fast. That was scary, though. That was nowhere near as good as I would have liked it to be. All right, it's 3rd and 5. We are down by 3 points. We got to stop him here to force a field goal. It's a really big possession. He's going to... Oh, my God. I can't believe he got that off. What a play. Faked the scramble and threw it still. The good news is they ended up settling for 3 anyway, but they scored on the following possession. Dude, Chargers are just putting up points. Big time. Kind of looking at Nico Collins here. I don't know what's going to be open, but... Definitely had a few options there, but I'm just going to give this one to Joe Hagan. Nice blocks. All right, huge red zone possession here. Listen, I know this is a good team for our first game, but I do not want to start the season out with a loss. Not after going 12-5 last season. Joe Hagan is so unbelievably open. Those speed outs are lethal, man. I'm low-key cheesing. Those speed outs are lethal. 21-28, we got to get this ball back. I go for a little blitz here. Let's go with a little Dre Greenlaw blitz. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I am in the wrong... Oh, it doesn't matter. I was going to say we're on a bad angle, but it doesn't matter. Kenneth Grant gets the sack. It simmed me forward a few plays, and they got a massive pickup. This is super bad. I don't see how we dig out of this at this point. No pass rush. Wide open pass. I think that's ball game. Unless it goes out of bounds. Is that out of bounds? That was out of bounds. I don't think that... Or no, we only have 1 timeout. The game is over. Whoa. 2nd and 15, D. Winters, our free agent, our sole free agent pickup this season, is going to come in for that. 3rd and 17, they can burn 40. Oh, they can burn 40 twice. This game is not over. No, this game is not over. They're going to have to punt. We're going to get 1 play. I believe in miracles. No, maybe not. We're going to need a miracle. They're kicking us? Dude, what if we block this? What if we block the field goal for a touchdown? Wait, what if he misses? Holy shit, he just... Dude, Harrison Bunker just buried a deep... That was almost 60 yards. That's ball game. Hey, GG's to the Los Angeles Chargers. That's just a really good program. It's tough to start the season like that, but I'm still confident we're going to make the playoffs. This is the best team we've assembled. The Chargers have been to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. That's one of the best teams we're going to play. For the 2028 season, my theory was correct. Not only was my theory correct, but we almost broke NFL records. Jalen Walker ended the season with 22 sacks. Joe Hagan had 22 touchdowns. And the Birmingham Wranglers ended the season 15-2, earning themselves a bye in the wild card. Yes, that Chargers game was difficult, and I was playing the moments, you know. But in reality, we actually have one of the most ridiculous lineups I've built in a long time, and it happened so fast. We went from so bad to so good. Cortland Kendricks was a gigantic piece of that. 99 overall already. Bo Nix getting superstars, massive. Our free agent signings gave us a very competent O-line. Joe Hagan has 99 speed and his X factor, but I can't say enough about Jalen Walker. Like, Kevin Winston, Elijah Molden are great. Jalen Walker's unbelievable. This is a player that I've never gotten a lot of franchise experience with, but big number 94 out of Georgia. 86 speed, 99 finesse moves, 92 power moves, 97 block shed. And he's decked out with double or nothing, under pressure, and edge threat. He might win Defensive Player of the Year this year, although there is some good competition. Bo Nix, another amazing season, 44-6 this time around. Kendricks, 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns. Joe Hagan, 1,522. This guy's... I'm so glad we drafted him, bro. I'm so glad we drafted him. And then defensively, 22 sacks out of Jalen Walker, 13.5 out of Flores. Jelon had 11, and Kenneth Grant had 10.5. I switched my defensive scheme to Denver Broncos after I saw what Brian Burns and Micah Parsons did. 4 interceptions out of the Great White Hope. He's perfect for an Alabama team. Also, I can't believe this. I haven't made a single joke about having sex with your cousin. I can't believe I got this far in the video and I didn't say anything. That's incredible. I honestly want to apologize. Like, I feel like I would have done that by now. Incest is wincest, is all I have to say, really. 5,000 yards out of Jalen Hurts, 32-10. Lamar is winning MVP. 45 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Jaquez Reed. Okay, a little auto-generated QB up here. Saquon, wow, Saquon doesn't even have superstar anymore, and he's still cooking. Joe Hagan led the league in not only touchdowns, but receiving yards. Second up is Deebo Samuel. All right. And then Jalen Walker has 22 sacks, but TJ Watt has 29. So TJ Watt will win Defensive Player of the Year. Josh Hines out. Dude, like, where do they get these sack numbers? It's actually crazy. Capping off our 15-2 season with a Super Bowl win seems almost mandatory. And I gotta say, playing the Chicago Bears in the divisional is pretty exciting. If you remember, our first ever playoff game was against the Chicago Bears, but they beat us. So if you look at this playoff bracket, we're the 1 seed, the 4 seed Bears. If we beat them, guess who? It's the Rams or the New York Giants, and I can already tell you the Giants are probably going to win this game, and we'll finally get a good rematch in the NFC Championship against that Patrick Mahomes God squad in New York. On the other side of the bracket, it's Tennessee, Los Angeles Browns, and Ravens. If the Chargers go back to the Super Bowl, this will be like the most Cinderella story run ever. But one game at a time. We've got the divisional against the Chicago Bears. They've got Tiller, Kyron Williams, and Trey McBride as their top players. And this will be our first game in the alternate uniforms. A little splash of that red. Let's just make sure the Bears don't clash. Yeah, they don't. I'll give them the Navy color rush. That seems about right. At this point in the league, there's basically 3 powerhouses. There's the Los Angeles Chargers. There's the New York Giants led by Patrick Mahomes. And there's a new sheriff in town, the Birmingham Wranglers, a 15-2 record. And some people think they got a cakewalk schedule, taking on the 9-8 Bears for their first playoff game. Gosh, we look so different in these alternate uniforms, but don't you? Hey, look at that Wranglers logo. There's a little bit of red in that hat. That's our alternate color. We're bringing it out for this playoff game right here. And I'm going to none other than Charles Fisher, who hangs on. Dude, what a catch. Charles Fisher can't even believe it. He didn't seem to be aware that he scored a touchdown. All right, D. Winters and Drake Greenlaw in the middle. Drake May is quarterback for the Chicago Bears. And down he goes, Kenneth Grant. 7-0, Bears go empty. Look at that backfield, man. You gotta love this backfield. Bo Nix and one of the best running backs I've ever drafted, Cortland Kendricks. We've got Joe Hagan, Savion Williams, and Nico Collins out to the left. And how do you plan to keep up with Joe Hagan? You're gonna leave him? Ooh, good defense. Great defense by the Bears. I thought we'd be able to get that. We got a 52-yard field goal. I've seen Cam Little hit from 70. A 52-yard field goal is nothing, although it is raining. Cam Little. Oh! It doinked in? It looked like it doinked out. Wait, let me see this ball. The doink? I don't know that that went in. Wait a minute. Cam Little just put up a 52-yard field goal in the rain in the playoffs. Oh my God. It doinks in. Oh my God, the doink. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, as the Wranglers take a 10-0 lead, and we've got ourselves a 2-minute drill. Chicago yet to score. We're already up by 10 points. They're in a lot of trouble here, especially for leaving Joe Hagan, but can he get to the ball? He can. Just barely underthrown by Bo Nix. This rain is giving us some trouble right now, but it didn't seem to matter. Still hung on to that football, and now we're going to go to Cortland Kendricks. Excellent blocking. Kendricks is going to pick up 6. All right, we're going to go with play action right here. Oh, I could have hit Hagan, but I got Nico. No! Interception! And it's Nick Cross. Nick Cross, great play. Cortland Kendricks. Cortland Kendricks gets the tackle. That's a huge mistake by me. That's the first interception I've thrown with Bo Nix, and it came in the playoffs. Great play. I threw that ball way too late. It's a bummer, too, because Nick Cross is one of my favorite dynasty guys, or favorite franchise guys. Our next moment is in the red zone, 17-7. This rain is seriously taking a toll, dude. I think we just need to hammer the run. This will be my last pass for a while, but it might not matter because Hagan's going to score it. Jonathan Hagan. You know, I call him Big Joe Hagan. He's only 5'11", but he's got 99 speed. Feels like a, big just sounds right. All right, it's 24-13, 3rd and 9. We convert this. This game is over. If not, it would still kind of take a miracle, but the game's not quite over. No way you caught that. Joe Hagan with a miracle catch. Cam Little puts the field goal in, and that's all she wrote. Rip Wheeler has officially on a playoff run deeper than the Alabama Wranglers have ever gone. We made it to the wild card and we lost. We made it to the divisional and we lost. But finally, Bo Nix, Nico Collins, Cortland Kendricks, Jalen Walker are headed to the NFC Championship. It all started with that Charles Fisher touchdown right there. It was a money ball. But I tell you what, this rain gave us some trouble. Luckily, Joe Hagan put up about 160 yards. It took home a W for us. Dude, I am telling you, the storylines legitimately write themselves. Like, there is no reason to script a franchise playthrough because these rivalries just spawn. Once again, the New York Giants have made it to the NFC Championship. This is one of the craziest dynasties I've ever seen form, and it's behind, guess who? Patrick Mahomes. Now, with Morrell, here's your Wranglers' top players. Cortland Kendricks, Walker, Grant, Bo Nix, Jonathan Hagan. The team looks amazing, but I am really nervous about this Giants team because Mahomes just keeps going crazy. They also got Josh Hines-Allen coming off a 24-sack season. Brandon Ayuk coming off an 1,300-plus yard season. Caleb Johnson's a 93 overall. Nolan Smith, Kamari Lassiter, Tariq Woolen. Yes, this is a young, developing team that also has Patrick Mahomes. So that's scary. The good news is I'll be playing the moments here. I'm just going to rock our classic home unis. Definitely my favorite unis. And I think we take home the dub here in the NFC Championship. I'm not losing to the Giants. Not again, bro. I'm not seeing a third Giants Super Bowl. The NFC Championship, the Giants are going for the three-peat. The Wranglers are going for their first ever. There's Patty. In the biggest game of the season, you're going to see exactly why we signed Cam Little. Our first moment of the Super Bowl is a field goal. Sorry. I just called this the Super Bowl. Our first moment of the NFC Championship is a 57-yard field goal out of Cam Little. And no doinks today. That one goes straight through. 3-0 start in the NFC Championship. Sorry, I thought it's like the Super Bowl to me because it's the Giants. I think no matter who we play next, it shouldn't be as hard as this game. I guess unless it's that Chargers roster again. 3rd and 4. Here comes Patty Mahomes. Definitely nervous. Good defense. What a breakup. That is Jalen Walker in pass coverage. I don't know how he got stuck out there in pass coverage, but nice work. All right, another pass here. 4th and 4. They're going for it. This is so big. 4th and 4. They're going for it. Mahomes. Oh, my God. He acted like he was going to take off, and he made a perfect throw. All right, 1st and goal. It is a pass. I'm just going to send a blitzer. I'm going to be Jalen Walker, and I'm going to go get on the QB. Oh, yeah. No way. Mahomes is nuts, bro. Mahomes is nuts. He's pissing me off is what he is. All right, 2-minute drill. This is legitimately what Joe Hagan was built for. I'm just going to take the check down here to Nico Collins. Very nice catch. That was scary. But that middle linebacker had to cover 2 hitches, and that's just too difficult to do. I really like this because if this is man, oh, it is. Hagan. Oh. Not what I wanted. They played great man coverage there. I thought for sure Hagan was going to get open. Oh, my God. Look who's on Hagan. No way you can guard Hagan. You're an offensive... Dude, that is like a D tackle. He just manned up Joe Hagan. 4th and 3. This Giants roster is no joke. We got to make a huge play right here. Yes, sir. The backup tight end. I don't even know who you are. Is that Josh Wiley? It's O'Sullivan. Who's O'Sullivan? Anybody know who O'Sullivan is? I'm assuming that's an auto-generated player, but you got to respect the hustle out of the kid. You got to respect the hustle out of Bo Nix. We haven't seen a lot of this. Bo Nix in the NFC Championship. What a scramble. Now we're looking at a 1st and 10. An easy check down to Charles Fisher. And with 35 seconds, we can call another timeout. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. We're going to go halfback slip screen to Cortland Kendricks, our Alabama running back. Ball wobbler. Just barely got it off. Good. We're letting our defense breathe a little bit here. All right, 2nd and goal. 32 seconds. Uh-oh. Sheesh. Dude, this Giants team scared me. Dude, this guy is legitimately coming unblocked up the middle. Nolan Smith and Josh Hines-Allen. Look at this pass rush. Cam Little is going to be the hero of the NFC Championship if we can win this game because that Giants D-line is horrifying. Oh, my God. 62-yarder. 62-yarder Cam Little to take the lead. Oh, my God. This is a heave. I don't know. Good accuracy. Great power. It's a little short of full. And it goes. Dude, Cam Little's a freak. This is the best free agency signing I've ever made. He had about half a yard extra on that, maybe. 9-7. It is 3rd and 3. We're going to run. I want Kendricks out of the backfield if he's there. Yes, sir. You can easily get that, Kendricks. Oh, Kamari Lassiter, great open field tackle. I was thinking we'd be able to get a little more out of that, but that's all right. We're going to go play action here. I'm looking for Nico Collins deep. A little shot to Nico. A little shot to Nico Collins, back right corner. Overthrown. I tried to set my feet and just throw a laser beam there, but I just couldn't quite get it. That's all right, though. Got lots of options here with Bo Nix. Seeing a deep O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan. Tell me why O'Sullivan's the MVP. For the record, it's totally not. It is totally Cam Little. Cam Little is a freak as Kendricks gets the speed boost of a lifetime and punches in a touchdown for the Wranglers. That is our first touchdown of the game, but we have a 9-point lead. On 4th and 8 with 20 seconds, Mahomes has got to go for it, but they need an onside kick and another score in a matter of no time. Deshaun Elliott, need you here. They check down. It's a bad decision. Unless they got a timeout. They do have a timeout. Giants were able to score, but they ran out of clock. 16-14. Cam Little's 62-yard field goal is the only reason we win that game. Cam Little is unbelievable. Player of the game, no doubt. It wasn't pretty, but we finally stopped the New York Giants. Somebody had to do it. Shit. Now let my Super Bowl be against the Los Angeles Chargers, please. All right, so both of the dynasties have crumbled, finally. The Chargers played in the AFC Championship against the Ravens, but the Ravens won, and the Giants played in the NFC Championship, and the Wranglers won. So our Super Bowl is the 6-seed Baltimore Ravens taking on the 1-seed Wranglers. Baltimore Ravens' best players are 99 overall Ashton Jeanty, 95 overall Will Anderson, and 93 overall Ladd McConkey. And this is going to be a Super Bowl for the ages. I'm super excited about this. A final recap, gentlemen. Here's your Wranglers' top 10 players. Kendricks, Walker, Bo Nix, Kenneth Grant, Hagan, Cooper DeJean, Sam Cosmi, Nico Collins, Kevin Winston, Charles Fisher, and Taylor Flores with Cam Little, our MVP right now, just hanging out. And we're certainly not above scouting the Baltimore Ravens with a 99 overall Ashton Jeanty. Will Anderson, Brock Purdy at quarterback, Rashawn Slater, Edgerrin Cooper, Ladd McConkey, Callum McCullough, Nick Benito, Cameron Kinchins, Amarius Mims, and Nate Mackey. Jake Ferguson, 87. Wow. That's a nice team. I tell you what, though, I'm not losing the Super Bowl to Brock Purdy. I tell you that right now. The Birmingham Wranglers have come a long way, gentlemen. We've come a long way. Our first moment on defense. It is 3rd and 7, and Dre Greenlaw. We got to stop Brock Purdy. Oh, no. Great pass to Jake Ferguson. He got stuck. But that is a huge pickup. All of a sudden, the Ravens are in the red zone. I don't like this. Dre Greenlaw, keep holding it down for us, buddy. There's a handoff to that 99 overall Genty, who powers his way for 9.9 yards. Jeez, he's a beast. Yeah, he's going to be a problem. You think they run this ball again? Elijah Molden's ready for a Brock Purdy power run. He got lit up. Brock Purdy just got flattened by Cooper DeJean. It was a white-off. And Cooper DeJean won. I'm blitzing. It's got to be a run. This is Ravens. Oh, my God. It's a heavy, heavy set. I got a lot of blitzers, a lot of bodies. And D. Winters, our free agent signing. He's going to take down Ashton Genty, and they're going to go for it. Harbaugh's aggressive. Look at this. 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's a handoff again. And Genty isn't going to get it. How did he not get that? Jalen Walker with this. Dude, that was so awkward. Genty kind of had it, but he got all spooked by Deshaun Elliott laying on the ground. That was so weird. Luckily, it doesn't matter. 99 overall Ashton Genty couldn't do that. And all of a sudden, with no points on the board, the Wranglers are going to be able to march down here. No, we had to punt. Shoot. It didn't give me a moment. Now all of a sudden, we're back on defense. I'm sending a blitz. 3rd and 4. I'm sending. Yep. Winston, untouched. No. Oh, my God. What a play by that wide receiver. I don't know who Reed is, but he just made a hell of a play. That's Ed Reed's son going to play for his dad's team. Genty lights one of us up. But I tell you what, we're bottling up Ashton Genty right now, and that's going to have to be a big part of this game plan. 0-0 in the second quarter. No offensive moments is a bummer, but I still believe here. Brock Purdy. All right, Jalot, Flores, Greenlaw, Elliott. Nice breakup. 3rd and 10. Another big stop, another big stop. It's got to be a pass, right? This has just got to be a pass on 3rd and 10. I'm going to guess pass. Give Jalen Walker some pass rush. Here we go. What do you got? What do you got, Brock? Oh, he's going to take off. We got him. Oh, dude, Cooper DeJean is flattening Brock Purdy right now. Absolutely stomping on him. He got a good 7 yards, though, and it's 4th and 3 here for Barton, the kicker. And we'll see if we can block it. Why not? I've had some decent success blocking kicks, but not today. All right, 3-0. We hold them twice. No touchdowns. And I do get an offensive moment, the 2-minute drill. Let's think. What are the strong points of this offense? One of them is the fact that we got a lot of good wide receivers. Savion Williams, Nico Collins, and our speed demon, Joe Hagan. But let's not forget about the run game. I know clock is not on our side right now, but Cortland Kendricks is so good. He's going to get 4 yards, and we'll call a timeout. All right, Ravens are playing super deep prevent here. This is going to give Hagan so much. Well, I was going to say Hagan so much room to work with, but Savion Williams as well. They made that way too easy. The CPU has this really interesting obsession with running prevent a little bit too early, and it lets you get just chunk yardage. Who's that in the middle of that Ravens defense? It looks like Ed Reed. Edgerrin Cooper, Will Anderson. We got Kendricks, Hagan, and Bo Nix looking to make a really big play right here. And I see Kendricks, but damn it, I could go with Bo. 3-0, that's our final timeout. We got 25 seconds, 2nd and inches. We got a few shots at the end zone. Maybe we can inch closer with some nice checkdowns. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, Kendricks, no. We got to get up and spike. Spike right now, Bo. Get up there. Damn, dude, I thought Kendricks would get that edge, but Edgerrin Cooper came in flying. Okay, not bad, though. 13 seconds. We're looking at a 2nd and 10 now. It could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. Hagan. 99 speed, you got to get out of bounds. Yes. 3rd and 1, 9 seconds, dude. We're risking it. We're risking it big time, but I want this. Who do we want? We want Savion Williams here. All right, we just got to be able to get rid of the football. Who's home? Anybody? I'm getting rid of it. I got nervous. I got too nervous. There might have been somebody there, but we're bringing out the MVP, man. I'm bringing out Cam Little to put this down the middle. 3-3. Low-scoring first half in the Super Bowl. I'm nervous. Our next moment is 3rd and 10. This has been an all-defensive battle right now. We're going to send a little bit of pressure. We're manned up, and then I've got Molden at a zone in the middle. It's a slip screen. Holy shit, and I just got pancaked. Dude, I just got actually flattened by that O-lineman, and they picked up all 10. What a play call. That was a monster play call on my blitz. I don't think they'll do it again, though. I'm going to blitz again. What do you got, Brock? What do you got, Brock Purdy? Does he go running back? No. He goes? No, another... Dude, this Ravens team is so good. They're breaking so many tackles. Got to hold him out of the end zone. Got to hold him out of the end zone. They're going to go to Ashton Genty. You just knew. Hilariously, that... I just got ear-trucked by the computer Ashton Genty. That's so impressive. Although that was really poor defense. That's not what I was trying to do there. 10-3, Ashton Genty's in the end zone. Big mistake right there. And now we got to recover. We got to get in the end zone for the first time all day. I'm just going to go Joe Hagan on an easy one. He just barely gets that first down. Here we go. 1st and 10. Huge drive. And I literally can't even get the ball off. I get sacked so fast. Nick Bonito. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left. I think we might have to go overtime in this game. Assuming I can get there. Assuming I can get to overtime. Might have to be the move here. Cortland Kendricks has got so much space. What a ball, Bo Nix. He breaks an angle. Breaks an ankle with a great angle. Whatever. You can see how I can mess that up. 10-3. 2-minute warning. Ooh, I'm so spooked right now. Dude, what if we just let Joe Hagan go yard? What if Joe Hagan just takes one down the stripe right now? Our 99 speed demon? No, but Kendricks is going to do it again. Cortland Kendricks is a freak show with that Texas route. We might be in Alabama, but the Texas route is killing the Ravens right now. What about O'Sullivan? What about Fisher? So many good options out here. Bo Nix, stay clean. Yes. I could go Hagan, but I'm going to go Bo Nix. I had Hagan for a little bit there, but I like what we did. We got to go overtime, I think. I don't want to force the 2-point conversion. I want to go OT. Kendricks has got a ton of space, dude. He has been... Oh, what a spin. He took a lick for it. But Cortland Kendricks, a monster spin. Cortland Kendricks out of the backfield. Look at this spin move. That was on Edger and Cooper. Oh, they're not going to show it. Oh, tell the broadcast to lock in. 1:18 left in this Super Bowl. I don't want a lot of time left on the clock if we're going to score this. Let's try and be really smart with the clock here. Just a little check down to our fullback. It's our backup running back, actually, since we don't have a true fullback. But those are great yards and the clock ticks. That's what's huge about this. 2nd and 2, 40 seconds. Ooh, a power set. Collins, our power back, is in again. Do we trust him? O'Sullivan is blocking. 2nd and 2, why not? Oh, good blocks. Wait a... Ooh. We got to get Kendricks back in here. We got to get Kendricks back in here. I'm going to call a timeout here with 25 seconds. We're going 26 duo to the left. We're going away from Edger and Cooper. We're going away from Will Anderson, and this should be an easy punch-in. I really like this play call. 3rd and 1. Cortland Kendricks, 1st down, but no touchdown. I still like the play call. He's got the goal line. Oh, my God, speed option. Am I going to run speed option here? No, we got to go inside zone. Look at how free it is. Look at how easy an inside zone would be here. Oh, I don't have it, but I do have read option. Okay, this could be good. Just got to give this ball to Kendricks, and that's a freebie. Oh, my God. That couldn't have been easier. They were all ready for the speed option. Kendricks is in. We kicked the PAT, and it's overtime. Did the Ravens punt? Oh, my God. The Ravens started with ball and punted. The Ravens started with ball and punted. I swear to God, Cam Little's about to win Super Bowl MVP. I am not kidding. I don't know if I've ever seen a kicker win Super Bowl MVP. But although it might be Cortland Kendricks, he's got 51 yards and a rushing touchdown. I got to get in range first. Frankly, I know my issue, dude. I've been trying to pass the ball. Cortland Kendricks has been here the whole time, and he's absolutely killing them. I don't know why I've done anything but go to Cortland Kendricks. He's really that good. Who's on Nico Collins? Who is on Nico Collins? Look at this Ravens defense. Oh, my God, where'd the... Bo! What happened? That was a touchdown. What happened? Why could Bo not throw that? I got to see it again. Dude, Bo Nix snaps this ball. Nico Collins is a touchdown. Dead to rights. Are you serious? I got sacked, basically. I'm telling you, bro, this Ravens D-line is the most unbeatable D-line. 3rd and 8. We've gone through the gauntlet of defensive linemen. Christian Kirk is in. Christian Kirk hasn't gotten a rep in so long. And he gets the most clutch one of the Super Bowl. He just put Cam Little in range. I mean, why even risk Cam Little missing this, though? I feel like it's a gimme for him, but I might go Cortland Kendricks. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, dude. These guys are freaks. That's a defensive lineman. 2nd and 13. We got to put this ball game away. We got to put this ball game away. Tell me, Nico Collins. Tell me, Nico Collins. Huge catch. 3rd and inches. We're going 0-1 trap right up the gut. 0-1 trap right up the gut to Cortland Kendricks. I need an inch. I need an inch, kid. Give me a little more. Kendricks, 1st and goal. The only reason I'm not kicking this field goal is I'm not certain. I'm not certain that they punted. I think they did. But Sim is hard. It's hard to see on Sim sometimes, not gonna lie. We're gonna keep going Cortland Kendricks until we're in the end zone. Cortland Kendricks is way too good. I don't know that I've ever ran the ball so much in a sim, or in a franchise. 2nd and goal. 18 seconds, Cortland. He's close, but he's not quite there. I think I want speed option to do it. I think I want speed option to do this. Speed option is just a play that you just don't see it in the NFL anymore. And let's see if we can prove him wrong. Cortland Kendricks is gonna walk it in. The Super Bowl goes. I think, wait, they haven't called it yet. I think the Wranglers just won the Super Bowl. Yes, sir! The Birmingham Wranglers close off a 16-2 season, beating Brock Purdy, Will Anderson, Edgerrin Cooper, and that monster Ravens squad 16-10 on a speed option overtime dub. It doesn't get much better than that, head coach Rip Wheeler. Hoisting that Lombardi trophy. Well earned, Rip. Well earned. Dude, some huge plays. I gotta say, some people came out of the woodworks. Christian Kirk is our 4th string wide receiver now. And he had that huge 3rd and 8 conversion. But honest to God, this game was all Cortland Kendricks. Yes, Cam Little had some nice field goals, but Cortland Kendricks and Ashton Genty dueled for basically the title of the best running back in the league. And I think Cortland Kendricks won. Taking a look at the player stats, neither quarterback threw a touchdown or an interception. They were basically just check down merchants, letting these running backs go to work. Kendricks, 67 yards and 2 touchdowns. Genty, 60 yards and a touchdown. It really was a running back battle. Ladd had 61 yards. Ferguson had 70. Kendricks had 62 through the air. He's going to win Super Bowl MVP almost undoubtedly. That was an amazing game. The Birmingham Wranglers are Super Bowl champions for the first time ever. Our MVP is Cortland Kendricks. Rip Wheeler wins Coach of the Year. And Jonathan Hagan wins Offensive Player of the Year. The 2028 season was awesome for us. When it's all said and done, gentlemen, this is one of the most fun rebuilds I have ever done. Birmingham Wranglers started out so rocky. We had as low as a 4-13 season, and we just closed it out with 16-2 in a Super Bowl ring on the back of an Alabama running back not named Derrick Henry, Cortland Kendricks. That was so much fun. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. If you got any other awesome ideas, let me know. I love doing these fun, unique rebuilds. I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Peace!